Do-do-do. Defeat. Okay. Well, Black Company decided that they wanted to... We're going to watch that for starter. And then we're going to put things in motion. Alright. See. Sasha. All right. Things should be more or less working. Just going to advertise here and give me a second, guys. This, and this, and we're live with 0 viewers. No, we've got Rima. Hey, welcome. Come back. We got a replay to watch, a siege to post, and then some siege to attack. Also, lots of... Wow, okay. This is not what I expected. The 4 or 5 attempt for this deck to go through. So that's nice. This is exactly how I wanted it to be. Oh, early out of Legion is nice. I think it's roughly the same thing though, with the gold exchange right now. Should be fairly close. Alright. Ripley Popper with blockers is okay. Wow, no block. Okay. Well, I guess there's no equipment on them, so it's not that bad. Blight for Anelix, I can buy that. Discard. AI decided to discard both Crown Demon because they costed the most. Okay. This is how we lose this one, isn't it? Discarding 2 Chrono Demon. Yeah, this is how we lose that game. It's sad. AI discarding. AI really bad at discarding cards. Oh, that's cool. Nice. Couple judgment. Drawing a couple cards. Searching for blight. Got the blight for next turn. Oh, AI blocks with Anelix, okay. Really doesn't like the Ripley Popper now. So we're in top deck mode. We're getting troops to block this guy here, although the AI doesn't seem to be willing to block that much. And yeah, the deck with removal is going to be dealing with Ainelix quite well. This is why we're running Frostmare to begin with. It's not bad though, right now. Oh, losing the Eyes of the Heart is bad. Hey, there's another one. Suicide Chrono Demon is not great. Really not great. It's still a close match. I mean... Oh, that's nice. I guess he makes us discards this. Yeah, this is how it happens, right? Mismanaging the Ripley poppers. Oh, Rakers. Yeah, very heavy on the discard. It still took him quite a few try to get by the defense, but yeah. Yeah, he's just bad at blocking overall. So let's just figure out what we want for that last card slot, because I feel like the rest is working fairly fine for now. I'm just not sure that that this is where we want to go. I feel like I looked at this list a million times, but we'll see. What card would be great against discarding champions? Because I don't like having the eye create a bunch of cards. I guess a bunch of better top decks, maybe? Something that would deal with Ripley poppers early on, perhaps? Could just be a bunch of 2-cost removal. Like... And I want to protect the... I wonder if... No, this is cost reduction. It wouldn't work with Azure Fate Sorceress. Hey, Joe. Welcome to the stream. We could just put Ripley poppers in there as a 3-drop. So if this gets 2 boons, and then it gets voided by the Chrono Demon, when it comes back, it will get 2 boons again, right? So maybe this is where we're going. And this deals 2 when it dies. I could see trying that. Could force removal from the opponent before we hit with the Chrono Demon. Because that's kind of what we want. We want to force them to run their removal into this and this. So that, you know, if we put a Ripley Popper in play and then on the next turn we put Eyes, we play Frostmare, and they don't have any interaction with this, then the game is over. So maybe we'll try that. More 3-drops. We don't have any turn 2s though. Maybe that's okay. Like, we've got 8 turn 1s, no turn 2, and then turn 3 is I don't like these shards at all. They might be necessary though. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess this needs to be... I really don't like the slow shard with this one. I really think maybe we remove the slow shard. Need more sapphire. Yeah, that should be enough. I don't want slow shards. I want on turn 3. What I want with this deck is on turn 3 you play a 3-cost card, and we've got quite the selection. On turn 4 we play a 3-cost card again. And then on turn 5 we take a turn or we Frostmare. Both of these leads to likely another turn without the opponent doing anything, which then, you know, gets us into the Eyes of the Heart and Chrono Demon on turn 5. Like, we've got all of these, so 3 cost, remove something on turn 3, 3 cost, gain L, maybe draw some cards on turn 3, or 3 cost, you'd better have something to do with this on your next turn, because it's not going to end well for you. It was never meant to be aggressive decks to begin with, although it can do perfectly fine against them. Let's try that. Maybe the way the AI plays right now is just all 3-drops. And then 4, and then like turn 3 and turn 4 we play 3-drops. And then we get into the higher costed cards. What I worry though is that on turn 5 the AI decides to play Troop instead of Mastery of Time or Eyes of the Heart, and that's a problem. That is a problem. This is why sometimes Frostmare is bad, because you'd much rather be taking turns, but the AI just decides to play Frostmare instead. So playing these troops, this might need just to be an action. How do we counter this card with Sapphire? Sapphire Diamond. How do we make better top decks? I'm not against Anilix on turn 2, but on turn 2 on the play, Anilix is very likely not going to have anything to kill, and the AI will just hold it until there's a target, so I'd much rather have Anilix on turn 3 and have it draw cards every turn. say we're not looking at troops. I'd love to be able to play this guy for sure, but that's not realistic. Glory is nice. My problem with Glory is that it's a 5-drop and I already have like... I already have 16 5-drops. I don't think I want to add more. I don't think it's a 25 drops deck. As much as I would like to do that. Rexter. Oh, it's just the AI just I don't know. AI tends to interrupt anything that it can, so I'm pretty sure that AI sees interrupt and... Oh, it's a troop, right? So maybe it just doesn't play it correctly. How do we beat this card in general? Because we just end up in top deck mode, so we'd like to see... Yeah, Oath of Legion is one of the ways that we beat this card actually. It's just early card that generates troops. It's just that the AI is bad against dealing with that, but maybe an early card that would generate more card advantage. Yeah, this card like the all the blood stuff, right? Maybe. So we're looking at, basically we're looking at constants now, or artifacts. What constant or artifact would generate a lot of incremental value? Isn't the one you should tune against this card? Yes, you're right, but right now this deck has a card slot that is fairly open. The rest I'm really happy, so I'm just trying to use that last card slot to edge against, you know, some decks. Because this was always meant to be a deck that would do good against control. And right now it does, but I'm just trying to, you know, fine-tune this one. See if we can do better. We don't have the glove equipment open, but we could run out of Kukatan. We could replace Silver Talon Adjudicator with Calls of Kukatan. I don't think it does much in the control matchup. Soul Marble maybe? Gives spell shield to everything. I have no clue how this is handled by the AI, by the way. It could just be book smarts. Give me a sec. Alright. I just had a little one escape his room to try and go play with trains. I say I always activate summable as quick as possible. Yeah, if it just does that, that's not great. I could do book smarts. That's a lot of card draw. Problem is that the eye tended to kill itself with it by just drawing too many cards. Art of Slaughter Gear. You know what? At the start of your turn, each champion discard a card, add a puzzle counter to this, equal to the combined cost of the discarded cards. Then if there are 20 or more cards. When a champion discards a card, summon a non-aberration. So... a random non-resource card each champion and gets cost +1. We need boots with this, right? So at the start of your turn, each champion discard a non-resource card. So when it's switched, you still need more discard. Summon. Yeah, that doesn't work. If you are a cleric, put the bear troops into your hand. Not what I'd like to activate this. That would be super cool. Create a worker bot. Could just put Ingenuity Engine and play Bertram. Oh, wait a minute. Let's say we do this. Start your turn, reveal the top card of your deck. Troops +1/1. Resources gaining charge is relevant. Non-troop, non-resource card get -1 cost. Maybe not. Could just be put into your deck. Then there's a 5% chance to put that card into play. Yeah, but it doesn't take any resource to play this one. But that could be a way to kill a control deck. I don't know if the AI ever I don't know that the AI ever, you know, activates the deal 5,000 damage, but could be something, I guess. This? When another artifact enter play under your control, add a fist counter. So, add a fist counter to this, then deal 1 damage to a random opposing champion or troop for each 5th. This is really... destroy it. I don't think this is what we want to be doing. Just let it die, okay. Good to know. No, I don't think so. The tree is not bad, but it could just be Karabakh. Doesn't have any equipment, but it's certainly good. At the start of your turn, look at the 2 cards, put one of them into your deck. On top of your deck. Yeah, I don't think that works. Bolt wrench. What is this? At the start of your turn, you control a card of each shard. Nope. Tree cost. Tree cost is going to need to be quite good. Tree cost is going to need to be quite good. What we could try is removing the frost mirrors, but I do like them quite a bit. Arachnomicon. It could just be this with the boots. You know what? Let's try this configuration and see how that worked. Hello? Oh, that should be either Bertram or the we don't do that. Let's do could just be rid of 4 banks. Never really tried banks, but it does make sense, right? Huh. Let's try banks. And we're going to try going to try Wyatt. Wireless, we don't have that. Yeah, it doesn't work. Doesn't really work. Could be at Ada, but what do you do? Draw a card for 6, 24 health, or draw a card for 5, 21 health. 3 more health. I guess we can try her. Two cost divas is very good though. Like real good. Ender. What's his name? Where is he? Where? I really want to make a deck with this guy that triggers speed on this, because speed on this guy is so good. This fully equipped is very frightening on defense. Like you get this, the eye just plays it, attack, voids one of the defender, and get in for a couple damage. So that's quite good, but tricking the eye and getting to play this, not going to be easy. We need to do Sapphire Ruby, or we need to do, basically we need to do 3 shards. That could be quite good. Anyway, let's post our siege now. Going to do this. Going to do this. And this. And commit defense. Alright. Little boy is awake now, so I'm going to take 1 minute, see what's going on, and then when I'm back, we're going to attack some sieges. Well, but our NyQuil is not going to help the little boy who just received a train today and he just wants to play with it all night. And he's too young for that. So, what does this mean, the new changes for Siege? It means that it means a couple things. The first one is the gaining 2 sacks per hour instead of 1 is extremely good. I am very happy with this. The reason is that one of the problems that we had right now since the implementation is that we had more than 20 pages of sieges that were 1-0 or 1 wins that really were not that interesting to attack because they were not giving a lot of sacks, and that's an issue, right? So any change that makes it so that attacking lower win keeps makes it more interesting to attack lower keeps is super good. That overall means more keeps with higher wins, and it is great. It also means more sacks towards the newer player or the player that don't have a ton of gold. So this change from 1 to 2 per hour is amazing. I wish it was more actually, but it's twice as much as we had before, so it's twice better. Yeah, this is going to be a hard sell against an aggressive deck. I don't think we can do that. This is much worse. Alright. Going to try to live. It's not bad. If we get a blood source here, we might be okay. Well, I guess we're drawing cards. Okay, this was quite good. So we're doing this. We want game. So this is good. Turn 4. We need to be ready for turn 4 Mamayeti. Or this. You know what? I'm taking it from this guy because it removes him from the board. I know I'm getting a ton of them into my deck, but I already started like on the back foot. And we're killing this. Because if we don't do that, if we don't block this one, we're drawing some card. He's drawing some cards. We could next turn kill this, block this. Next turn we hero fall this, kill this, and then we have a Mamayeti problem. We can't even play hero fall, so we're taking that hit. Yeah, we're going to risk it. If we die, we die. There's no... We did not die. Okay. Rectory with a 1-drop means that we can trade with the Mamayeti. I really like that. So this is where we're going with this turn. And next turn we do Warden with another 1-drop. And if we die from Reginald, we die. No problem, Yetis. Perfect. Okay. We die. Boom. Alright, we're going to try this out. Oh, wait. Who was this? I'm not quite sure. Was this one, right? Put more gold in the slot machine. Try again. Yep. So changes, the new changes for Siege. So the gold per hour, really like. It's perfect. I wish it was more, but it is twice as better as what we had. So it's a net improvement for the lower win sieges, and this is what we needed the most, in my opinion, to get the thing to get a ball rolling. The other change though really surprised me. Really surprised me. I don't like it. I just don't, because it means that you know, it incentivizes putting sieges with hordes and it really not something I like. You know, if someone wants to gamble, that's fine, but making it so that the you know, the most efficient way to get sacks is to gamble more resources into the system, I just don't like that much. So do we trade with this guy? You know what? We do. And the reason is that it's less triggers for Laskar's Vengeance. We'll be able to double block this one this turn, so it's not too sad. Got a good little curve going here. Turn 3. Sure. Okay. Do we kill that or one of these? This have to attack next turn, so I kinda want to kill one of these. And now we do this. We may get a big hit in the face. Oh, we don't. Okay. Fine with that. Hitting this guy here. Now... Oh, we're close to Sunlit Sentence now. Can't really put dormant ones into play. We got a nice little defense going on, and if there's a Laskar's Vengeance, we do get 3 troops out of this situation. It's not too bad. You die. You die. Can't block you. I take 5. Is there any reason to block? I don't think so. Opponent doesn't have any card in hand now. We can trade with this one. I don't think we attack just yet. As soon as this is out of the board, then we can start attacking. This and this. Another warden. Attack with these. You know what? Need this to be quick. Wow. We need 6. Yeah. This is good. Okay, that works. Stabilize and then get the win. Yeah, new change to see, just like it's just making it basically it's a step back. The way you see it is that tying the sacks to the amount you put into your siege is you don't get different incentives that you had before, and you're just back to the same thing. You just get more reward for defense, you get more reward for attack. But I don't like it. Okay. We're going to have to live with this one. Oh, this is great. Do we want... So turn 2. It's fine. We trade with the creeper if offered, for sure. Now we can't. Now we really can't. How do we do this? I have to mill again a ton. This is surprising. This is surprising. It's flat 2 per hour, but yeah. The new system is just top heavy. I like that the old, like the way they implemented it before was so that it wasn't that top heavy, because you know, even with lower price on the keep, you would, you know, get a lot of, you could get a lot of sacks for a keep that started at 1000. Right now the only way to do that is just to get you know, to get more. It's just right now the only way to do that is to get more is just to stay alive for a very long time, and it's only like 50 per day. So it's just, it's good, like 50 per day is good, but if you're winning a lot, then I guess, because I won't be attacking the keeps that cost 1 million gold to attack. I just don't want to do that. I want to discover decks, I want to attack. That's me though, right? I don't know what the average Siege player profile is, but I like seeing new deck. I like attacking a lot of different keeps, and I value my gold. It takes a lot of time, and I don't have a lot of time to play, so I really just don't have time to farm gold. And for me, this change means that I need more gold and to participate overall, and I just really don't like that. Prophecy deck. Oh, that's interesting. Huh. Let's try this one. We're on the draw. And that might be interesting. It was already reward for taking down large keeps. It's not like I winning keeps didn't have a lot of sacks. They had lots of sacks, like 10 wins, you had 100 sacks. The high winning keep were already in the old system, had a lot of sacks as a reward. There was no problem with that. The difference right now is that your low winning keep can be worth more sacks if you want to gamble more. But they removed the other part of the system, and that's what I don't like. We don't gain sacks by attacking anymore, and that, to me, that's an issue. To me, that's a big issue. Like, the reason why I like the update, I don't like that it's not tradable. I understand why they don't want to do that for now, but that I didn't like. But the cost in terms of number of sacks from the items in the store and everything, I felt it was morally okay. Like, if you wanted to farm and you had a good deck, you could just attack 50 to 1,000 sacks keeps, and let's say you have a couple successful attacks a night, maybe 3 or 4, like that's around 200 300 sacks per night, and it's fairly okay. I mean, if you play like 2 hours, 3 hours, and you get to open like, I don't know, 3 or 4 packs, that's fairly good. Like you can easily open 2 packs per hour with the previous system. We just needed incentive for the lower winning keep to be gaining more sacks so that it becomes interesting to attack them as well. And that we have right now, but they removed the other part, which I really don't like, and I don't understand why. I don't get it. Maybe someday I'll understand why they did it, because I understand what they wrote in the update, and they wrote that this is something that the community asks for. I don't buy it. At least I've never seen people saying like we need sacks to be in proportion of the horde rather than just, you know, increasing with wins. I know some people wanted to be able to start with more sacks, but removing the getting more, you know, sacks per attack, I don't think anyone wanted that. So yeah, getting shards takes forever, but think about it, it's not that bad, right? Forever. I mean, it's supposed to be a grind, and there's about, you know, 50, if you remove the shards, there's about, let's just say 50, right? 50 other collectibles. That's 50 packs. If you can farm like 2, 3, 4 packs a day by playing 2 hours, to me that's perfectly fine. Like, you know, it's going to take you a couple weeks to farm everything, and you're not playing super extensively either, right? You're just doing 2 or 3 hours a day, maybe a bit more, and you know, it takes 2 or 3 weeks to get your stuff. That's perfectly fine. It's not forever, right? It's okay. Battleboard, you need to be committed, right? And that's the big reward. It's super cool. Fine, I'm okay with that. It's not too long. What I want to see is, when I look at the siege list, I want to have lots of opportunities, lots of good opportunities to gain sacks. I just don't want to have 3 sieges that have 30 sacks, right? This is what I don't want. Repel zombie. But that's me. I mean, maybe I'm just wrong, and I'm very different than the target audience. I don't know. I just, you know what? I would be happy if they just removed the gold that you put when you post a keep. Make attacking free for everyone, and just manage rewards otherwise, and manage the gold sinks of the game, you know, better. Because if siege was free to attack, right, and then defenders and attackers would gain sacks, that would be cool. But maybe you don't gain sacks, because the sacks that you get, maybe, you know, you can use them to buy packs, or maybe you can use them to buy whatever you need from the store with, you know, some amount of gold. Or maybe you can buy, you get the items in the, you know, in the siege packs that you buy, but you can also buy the items with gold, so people can just bypass the whole system and dump a bunch of millions of golds and out of the economy and get the stuff. And since siege is free to attack, there's no reason not to, right? But I guess, you know, free sieges would be a fairly different system on many levels. So that's clearly not what they were going for with the original design. And I mean, if they want this to be a gambling ground, if they want this to be not gambling, I don't feel like gambling is the right word. if they want this to be highly competitive, that's the way to do it, right? You put a very high or significant barrier to entry and reward player with a lot of resources. Sure. It's hard to cater to both, but I don't know. Yeah, rock sieges could be something, but it would be something else. Kinda want to do... I want him to attack. He will. So I don't play Rectory this turn. I just do this. Highly competitive when everyone and their mother is running Angus with Minotaurs. Angus with Minotaurs is easy enough to counter. I mean, I'm running a deck right now that eats Angus for breakfast. I've made thousands of sacks eating sieges that were mainly, you know, mono ruby. So I don't mind people running mono ruby. It's easy to counter. There are clear counters to it. This deck is one of them. He's not attacking with this, and this is going to be a problem. This. So we're not attacking either. Defenders should be rewarded based on how popular their siege is, not how many attackers it defends. What? But if... How do you define popular then, if it's not getting more attacks than others? That's, to me, getting more attacks than other feels like saying it is more popular. Just attack at this point. Siege rating makes way more sense than this kind of content. What I would like is, you know what, let's say fantasy world where I would redesign Siege, right? I keep the sacks. I like the sacks. I just make sure that there's a way to buy the rewards with gold as well. Make it very high cost in gold. Like the most common stuff, make it 50,000 gold, 100,000 gold, I don't care. Like very high. And since there's 50 something, you know, items that you need to get, that's like a couple million golds that you need to front if you want to bypass the system. But you can, right? And you know what? The alternate art shards, just don't put them in the system. Make it so that you need sacks to get the shards. Like there's something, and makes it so that the board and the coins, like the sacks, the shards, the board and the coin. You know what? Shards, board and coins, all purchasable only with sacks, and the rest you just put it for gold. Like just put it for gold, and or put it for sacks, right? Whatever. Make it purchasable. What I'd like to see though is that make the siege free to attack, and have a pop-up at the end of the siege. Like, if you liked it, give us a way to tip the creator. Like, give us a way to just at the end, would you like to tip? Would you like to donate to the creator? And then what you do, you sort the sieges for people that add the most donation for their siege, or something along these lines. Like, find. I know this is easy to game as a system, right? You could donate a lot of gold to yourself, but just, you know, there are easy ways around that. There's easy way to manage that kind of stuff. And I feel that it should be doable. I would like to see free siege, and if you want all the good stuff, then you need to just, you know, you need to front a couple million golds, and the cosmetic stuff that is really sought after, like the shards, the battle board, the coin, you just make sure that you need to play the game mode to get them. And since we need a lot of shards, let's say each shard is, I don't know, 1000 coin, right? Depends on how you scale your system, but I don't care. Like, put this, you know, make it so that you need to play 1000 siege games, right, to get the sex that you need to get all the shards and the battle board and everything. The amount doesn't really matter. Like, make it high enough so that there's a good progression, and you know, these are numbers, they should be easy to figure out. That would be my, you know, fantasy siege mode. If I'm not changing everything, like just keeping what we have right now, just changing the way it rewards things, I just make it free, make it so that you need to farm the cool cosmetic stuff and the actual cards and items that you can use to play. If you're not going to make them tradable, make them purchasable, right? Right now, there's a lot of cool equipments and cool stuff, and you just can't play with what you want. You know, if I want to add a card that is in constructed pack, I can just go get the card and trade for it, and work with my friends to get the cards and equipments, right? And if I can do that, if they're buying to account, fine, make them purchasable, right? I don't mind farming cosmetics. I really don't. Because this is what drives me as a person. I like cosmetic. I like the shiny battle board. I like a ton of stuff. Like I like alternate animated art shards. You get me there. You really get. And I'm even going to get a coin, right? But I really don't like not being able to just play the game I want it to be, right? If there are some cool equipment, I don't mind finding gold or fronting currency to get them, to play the game the way I like. And if I want cool cosmetic stuff, I'm just, you know, I'm going to farm. I'm going to play for them. I'm not going to do a Kickstarter to get X. I'm not a game developer. Even though I studied business management, I have no prior experience in gaming industry, and I would just fail that project 100%. Not even close. What do we do here, by the way? Our enemy doesn't want to be the one attacking, I guess, so at some point he's going to attack and we're going to hit super hard. Yeah, that's why I love cosmetics. And the only reason why I went for the battle board first is because there's no way for me to guarantee that I'm going to get the drops that I want. And it can take a lot of time to get the things that I want, so I'd rather just go with the battle board. Also, I'm a streamer, so the battle board is more interesting to me because it's shinier and it's cool when you stream and you have cool stuff to display, right? It makes it more enjoyable for everyone as well. Let's just attack with these. Oh yeah, I don't have Lily Garden anymore. Huh. That was a bit of a weird attack. Do the math on only many sacks you need to get everything. I don't know that they made the math, but it's fairly, like, since it is smart loot, you likely just need, you know, there's besides the shards, there's about 53 total items that you can get. You know, considering the fact that some of the items you need to get 4 copies, I think it's up to 53, and then you have 5 different shards that you can get any amount of time. So I'm pretty sure that overall you need about 70 packs and you should have everything. Since it is smart loot, as you progress, you get more chance of getting the stuff that you're missing. So at worst, you will have 1 in 6 chance to get the last item you need, and 1 in 6 is not that bad. So I'm pretty sure it's around 70 to 80 packs, which would be 80,000 sacks. 80,000 sacks, right? To get these 80 pack. So 80,000 sacks is perfectly doable. I'm at nearly at 6,000 right now in total, so I mean, and I didn't play that much. $11,000 sacks. How do you get, if you don't, I don't understand that. 58 items, so minimum 11,000 sacks. The minimum would be 53 in that case, because you're not getting any shards, and you're never getting, it's smart loot, so you don't have any chance to get twice, you know, something that you don't need. So Ruby, oh, this is great. Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Sorry. Yeah, you are content for the battle board and the coin. Okay, this is where it's coming from. I see. I thought you were only speaking about the non-cosmetic stuff. Yeah, that makes sense. I usually go with Rhymeclaw first, but since we are on the play, okay, yeah, we're doing that. What do we do now? We do this. X is never beyond saving. That's not how things work. Any amount of things can happen to save or to save X. It is not beyond saving. The end is not, the end of the world is not coming, and you know, the sky is not falling, you know. What is happening though is that the game seems to be in a rough spot, and there's a good amount of things that can happen to make this, you know, situation change. And hopefully they do, and if they don't, then, you know, they invested millions in the platforms, in the art, in everything, right? The way I see it is that worst case scenario, the project is a failure, but there's still a very high value to what they created. And usually what happens in that situation is that someone will buy in, and with very low price, because, you know, the things are not going well, and there's a financial crisis of some sort, or I don't know why, right? But the game is not doing well. Someone with a lot of money will see that, oh, there's a good amount of assets here that I could use and make profit with, and build from there, and they're going to buy back and do something. Or, you know, there's going to be significant changes in how X is managed, or the way they do things, and they're going to eventually find a way to turn things around. There's also a lot of things that, there's also a lot to business, even in gaming, that relates to timing as well. And what it means is that, you know, they did a few things in the last 2 years that didn't pan out that much, but it doesn't mean that doing the same things later down the road will provide the same result. I'm not you know, I don't, it's just, I speak in general, guys. Don't get specific example where this doesn't work. This is not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that there are things that you might be doing one or twice and it doesn't produce the result that you want, and on the fourth time it just produces exactly what you need. So it's going to be an interesting ride for sure. You know, one way or another, this is a very big project, far-reaching project with lots of money into it. It had a very, you know, successful Kickstarter and so on and so forth. So it's not going to go away. Even if the game right now and things go, you know, are really rough, and ultimately it fails somehow, someone will pick that up. Alright, there's a lot of value into it. There's a businessman somewhere that's going to, you know, identify the opportunity and, you know, buy low, sell high kind of thing. It might not be good for the players, but you know what? There's a lot of value in what X is doing, and they invested a ton of money, and that has value too. So X has value, right? Well, don't panic right now. Don't panic right now. I mean, I'm a PvE player. I stick with the game for a long time, and you know, I'm still enjoy the things that we have, even though we've been extremely light on PvE. And you know what? If you don't like the game right now, just take a break. Come back later. You don't know. I don't know. No one knows what's going to happen later. There's very little communication about that right now. So it might mean a lot of things. Yeah. Maybe it's just timing, right? Maybe TCGs right now is not the where you want to be. Maybe it's X needs to become a CCG. Who knows? Right? Maybe X need to just become something else. A deck builder. A very deep and challenging deck builder. So this is a sockets deck. Might be 3-color. What do we do here? An Helix on turn 3 on these grindy games is good. And we've got Sunday Sentence. We've got 25 health, so we should be okay. Yeah. X absolutely has done a lot of things this year. In fact, it has been a long time since X have been releasing that much content in a year. So, you know what? This is not like nothing is moving and we're stale. It's just that there's a lot of, you know, misunderstanding or controversy or, you know, frustration about what they're doing, but they're doing something. They're trying to innovate, they're trying to improve, they're trying to get quick wins, even though they're not the ones that a lot of player thinks that they should be trying to get. The X is certainly moving forward. There's no doubt that X is moving forward, and they're pushing things around, and you know, they're clearly doing more than they were doing before, and from what appears to be the same amount of resource, I would guess. So yeah, definitely not all doom and gloom for X. Some people are patient, some are not. But if you're not patient, then you just, you know, take a break. You know, you're not an investor, you're just a gamer who pays for a game, and if the game doesn't suit you, then just stop playing. Stop playing for a while. Go away. the power that you have as a player, and I want to make this very clear, right? Here I am. Okay, guys. It's very simple. The power that you have as a player is first your time, and then you have your money, right? So time is activity within the game. Money is giving money to the, you know, developer. If you don't like what they're doing, best way to speak up. Speak with your time and money. You like a feature that they're doing, you like the things that they're releasing, game activity, money. You don't like, lower the game activity, lower the money. That speaks more than anything you might write on the forums, or any kind of shit talk you might have, or any kind of insult that you might give to anyone. Put your money and time where your mouth is. This is the loud message that you need to get, right? If you speak your message and you know it was heard and they decide to not do the thing that you suggested, move along. They clearly heard your message, right? You don't control what they're doing. You control what you are doing. So you make sure that they hear you and that they acknowledge that they heard you. And then whatever they decide to do, it's not yours, it's them. Speak with your time, speak with your money. That's it. That's what you need to do. All right. I still worry that we might be in trouble here, but Dormant One, Zorat Victory, another Anilix. Do we take more damage? And then use Sunlit Sentence to get more discards? I think there's merit to it. Because we don't want him to have a... No, he's drawing more cards with this, so that just... Yeah, that doesn't work. I have to enable better Twitch TV emotes. I don't even know what this is. We're not out of the wood yet, but this is a fairly good start. Alright. Now... I want... this... and this... and then we attack with these two. Okay, we're going to win. Draw some cards, no problem. Next turn you die. It is easy to say do this thing from the outside, we don't know. Yep. This is why I mentioned earlier, I don't, you know, I'm not a game developer, I don't have any business, you know, insight on the gaming industry in general, or what needs to be done within the gaming industry to succeed and all that stuff. I don't know. I just don't know. So I'm not a good candidate for that kind of stuff, right? But if you're, you know, if we talk about people's behavior and how do you acquire influence and how can you exert influence and how can you know, create lasting change and how you can change minds and influence people, yeah, that's coaching. That's exactly what I do. So I know exactly that stuff, right? I don't know gaming though, but you don't assume, right? People saw the thing with the artists, and you know, that was the end of the world, the sky is falling. No, that's not what's happening. But when you look at the picture right now, and there's a lot of stuff that seems to be wrong, and you add this stuff, it doesn't paint a bright picture. And I think everyone agrees that right now, and it appears that, you know, X Entertainment is struggling, and it might be because of a lot of reasons that they cannot discuss. And there's a ton of context to these things, so you don't just make snap judgment because you see something like that and assume that the company is going under. You just, you know, assume that, oh, they want to kill the game. It's just dumb, right? There could be a lot of reasons. For all we know, you know, for a long time, if you remember, not too long ago, we were in the kind of same situation. They were just releasing sets, not a lot of communication, not a lot of news for a like 5-6 months, for at least 2 sets, right? And at some point, suddenly they say, well, we're going to self-publish, and this is what we were working in the background. And that made sense, right? Who's to say that right now they're not doing the same thing, maybe talking about partners, or already talking about a buyout or an acquisition? So there's silence, and the stuff that they do might be explained by a lot of things that we don't know. Some prefer to, you know, assume the worst, or some prefer to assume the best, but just understand that it's just a bunch of assumptions. And it always comes down to the same thing in the end. You like the game, speak with your wallet, speak with your time, right? And maybe the third one is your social interaction. Speak about the game. And if you don't like the game, exact same thing. Speak with your time, speak with your money, speak with your social influence or so. And that's it. Move on. Then move on. Easy. Easy. We don't... I guess we have a great turn 2, then we don't play anything on turn 3, so... What happened with the artist? There's a news came out today that was posted on Facebook a couple of days ago, but it really, you know, became known today for many. Is that there's a group of artists that recently worked for X that were not paid, and some of them, they started to speak with each other. They found out that there were many in this situation. They made a public post on Facebook talking about calling out X Entertainment, warning other artists to not do business with them because they're not paying back. And the short version of the story is that the explanation they provided is that there was a problem with the payback from Sony on platinum purchases, and so there was a significant amount of cash flow that they did not have access for a while. Curry mentioned in a Facebook answer to that post that they now have fixed the issue and that the artists will be paid back next week, right? So that's the gist of it. This sparked a lot of discussion on the forums, and a lot of discussion in the community, and Dino wrote in a thread that has now been closed and erased that Curry would provide an update on this situation later today. So I guess that would be an imminent now. Maybe someone could check if it's already on the forums or on the main page, but we were told that Curry would provide an update today. So that's basically what's happening right now. Lots of discussion about that. Yeah, we're going to be passive for now. Yay, I took the right one. No. Well, that works too. Next turn we play a bunch of troops. Oh, okay. It's 3:30 in the morning. Go to bed. It's 9:35 right now and I'm close to going to bed. Alright, so here we go. You know what? I'm going to be making sure that the eye stays on defense. Wow, okay. We've got a ton of health right now, so I'm not trading a troop for that. Although getting a flight troop would have been nice. Hey, this is great. Cool, cool. Killing him next turn. Really killing him next turn. No. Hey. Finishing the sleeve list update before I go to bed. Sleeve list update, that sounds nice. Nice memes coming out of them. Well, another point. Something that I liked that came out of today. We've seen threads being closed, and we've seen the community manager of the game, you know, putting his pants up and then taking action. I like that. I haven't been following the threads at all. I don't know if it was justified or not, or if it's a gray zone. I'm sure a lot of people are, you know, offended and a lot of people are happy. I don't care. I'm just really happy to see community manager coming down into the forums and closing threads and quite possibly sending, you know, proper warnings and doing that kind of stuff. We need more of that. We certainly need more of that. So I'd rather them do more, you know, more than they need than to do less than they need. But that's me. Bit of censorship. It's just censorship is a strong word. I don't think I like it that much in this context. I get what you want. I get what you mean though, but so we rectory next turn and then we just ride rectory to victory. Oh, that's really good. Alright. I'm just glad that they're doing something. A lot of people were requesting that they take more action, interact more with the community, share more information. Seeing community managers and nobles and, you know, being more active and taking action against people that are just straight up disrespectful or that just want to insult or derail conversation, I'm all for it. Go ahead. World is going to be a better place if it's done properly. As long as it's done properly, but I'd rather them do a bit more than they need than them not doing any. Yeah, that's what I said. Like, I want them to do more. Yeah, if it starts with getting more active in the forums, that's perfectly fine by me. It's a good step in the right direction. We want more, they need to do more, but they've been slacking on a lot of things lightly in terms of interacting with community. Today, they appear to be alive, right? There's action. There's something's going on. That's great. We need more of that. You know, if it takes a couple controversies to get the ball rolling, let's have controversies. Let's get the ball rolling. Oh, I'm so close to get a coin. How much is the coin, by the way? It's 1,500, right? I kind of want to get a coin tonight. Oh, 1,200. Yeah, we're getting that tonight, right? Uh, 50. Do we have? Oh, there's some nice things in there. I really don't like to gamble platinum though. I guess. Deck is I really don't like this at all. Yeah, this is what I thought. Okay. Yeah, closing threads that are a problem, assuming that they were, is a good thing, even if they don't advertise anything, because you don't see what they do on the background, sending, you know, warnings and stuff. So let's just not assume they're just mindlessly closing threads. I didn't read the threads myself, so I'm just assuming that there was a good reason for it, even though some people might not agree how they did it. Oh wow, that's a start. Yeah. And you know, they closed threads today. I mean, they could just provide an answer tomorrow. It's not the end of the world. What do we do with turn 2? We clearly turn 3 want to get an Helix on the board, so... Okay. That was not expected at all. Do we Blightport reserves on the Rhyme Claw? This is not the build I assumed it was. Morphology means drop of wax would be better. It's not that great of a, that high of an improvement though. Where do we go from there? Let's go wider and see what happens. Yeah, well, you know what, if... Communications, right? Baby steps. Oh, this is great. You know what, let's test the waters a bit. Okay. I realized that the AI had some resources open. There's likely a bunch of quick actions. So I'm just not going to walk into that. We're just creating a lot more pressure than... And he's stuck on 2 right now, so... Let's just attack. See what happens. My Evo 150. Nut Snatch would be the right ones, because if you're getting Mind Snatch Raven in your Evo, there's something very wrong. So, an easy win, but, you know, opponent was stuck on 2. Hey, here's a Ruby aggro. I don't like big platinum for sieges at all. Hopefully I just don't get super bad starting ends. Going first is nice. Do we do this? What's happening right now? This is Karn, Nebulax, Yetis, Burns, Cutthroat. We're on the play. If this doesn't get a diamond resource, we have a turn 2 Corpse Lily before this turn 2. And then another one. So I think we keep this. And we go and run with it. We've got 2 chances at diamond. I think there's much more expansion to do on the Gloryless. What Gloryless? Glory. Oh, the mono diamond, right? Well, we're clearly doing that this turn. Cannot just not have any defense. Okay. Nice. Did we just go on the offense right now? Sounds like a good plan. Oh no, I just saw that. Wow. We're lucky right now. AI just no threshold. Okay. We'll take that. Getting super lucky on attack right now. Oh, banks. That likely means we want Sunlit Sentence. What are we facing? Lots of card draw, interrupts. Oh, Glory is the killer here for sure. And lots of board wipes. Okay, this deck is designed to kill our deck. Quite literally. We want a fast clock. And we mainly have that in our hand right now, so this is what we do. We don't have a lot of chance to win though. We'll see. Turn 1. This needs to be Blood Source. We've got, yeah, we got that Neelix, so it may work out. If an Neelix hits the right cards, could be okay. Because we got an Neelix into, and there's no interrupts up right now. So if there's no interrupt on Rectory, it should be attacking with these two. We've got Eurofall for Chrono Demon, so Chrono Demon is not a problem. Elduritan's Glory is though. Do I want to play? It's great. Not put this one here just yet. Let's do Rhymeclaw. It's fine. That's fine. Yes. Yes. This was very good, great for us. What is this one? Destroy up to one target troop, cost 2... no. Discarded a resource. What's the last cards? What's the last one? Okay, I'll take that. Might be morphology or something. It was a resource. Alright. I want to see how you do against my Blood Wild deck. We want coin. We need if you put a very high price on your tag, oh, 200, yeah, we can attack. For 5, well, let's get the coin before that, because I don't have that much time. I want to make sure that I get the coin here. Let's see if we can find someone with... 60... This would put us so close. I don't like using my platinum, but we just won a bit of platinum, so I guess we can try. Oh. $300, okay. That's going to be fairly cool, interesting. BSN Games is a very good deck builder and someone who has a very good skill in innovation, so I'm looking forward for these decks for sure. What are we facing right now? Some ramping, sugar. What? When you play Candy... Okay. Opposing card in play transform gets... Okay. Doppelganger. It's an interesting mix of cards. We've got a removal. We've got early game. Going to keep that. Merry Caravan, where every hour is happy hour. Feast your eyes on the sights while quenching your thirst. If you happen to see Puck, our mascot of merriment, be sure to ask for a song. Nice. Oh, Anilix is perfect. I think we want turn 1 troop. We're just going to go with 1, 2, 3 and... Okay. I'm still on the 1, 2, 3 plan. I don't know what's going on, so I'm just going to attack. Lots of random things are happening right now. I'm not too scared of the big troops, because, you know, we can just block forever. These will... Oh, okay. This can... Oh, this is nice. This is super cool tech against the Anilix. I like it quite a lot. Sure. Oh, Dorman one is great. I think we want to play 4 resources this turn. Warden. And this. Alright, so this has to die. And we're getting a bunch of flying troops, so that's fine. Do we fall that? Is there anything we don't want him to get? I think we're fine. We've got a million very, you know, small, not very significant troops in the deck. We could just go super wide with Dorman one and just going to kill him on the backswing next turn. Oh, it targets? Wait, is there an equipment for this guy? It is. Another target troop in play. It's not random. And it's 2 cost. Alright, daughter woke up, so I'm going to go out for a second and I'll be back. So he is 100% dead next turn. This. 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 One, two, three, four, five, six plus this one. Yep. All right. Kagulichu next. Grindy games are usually where this deck shines, so we should be fine. We should be fine. We'll see. Some nice sleeves, and we got our battle board. Okay. So what is happening? Target opposing troop get -1/-1. Deploy this battles up to one target opposing troop. It dies, comes back, battle another one, gives a bunch of -1/-1. This is very, very good on defense. Very cool card. And it's a prismatic card, so it can target and kill Anetics, which is fantastic. This is great. All right. We're going for these guys. Gain control target non-underworld troop. Okay. This is not going to be fun. What do we have in end? We have two types of thresholds, Anetics, a couple of corpse, Lily, and Attendant. Well, now it looks like your misses have stayed just air too far from the beaten path. Don't worry, we found your friend Puck and we'll make sure to return him to you in one piece, at least one piece that is. Okay, so we do this. Sunlit Sentence is nice. We really want a third resource. This also counters our deck fairly well. Let's see what happened next. Okay, so we don't have the tree drop. That's fine. Okay, so we are blocking this and we're losing this, but that's okay. Oh, it's rebirth, so it's not a created true. That's even better. Alright, can get behind that. This attack with everything. Make him discard a blocker. Ah, this is bad. Alright. We'll see. Yeah. We... 1/1 zombies are not super great. I do want him to put the other fight on this guy, so I guess I'm going to kill this one. Yeah. Alright. That was one hell of a turn. Do we just remove this guy? Attack? Oh, let's just keep that. Is this a problem for us? I don't think so. Just goes back in the deck. Oh, he attacks. Okay. Yeah, let's take 5. Ah. Attack with 2. Deal command mission buzzing champion, put a random troop from your crew into your dead cry, name into your hand. Yeah, I really don't want these to get back in his hand. This is perfect. Okay, so we block you. And then we kill you. And then we get a bunch of 2/2s. We attack for a bunch. And now the AI is in defense mode. Yep. Alright, that works. You know what? I really love BSN games. Some cool decks. Very strong card choices. We've seen some extremely good answers to the deck I'm running right now. So, you know what? There's always space to brew. Never put your brewer's ad down. You're going to get some things like that. Very innovative things. Really cool. So what we're doing, we're ramping. We're running a bunch of dinosaurs. Okay. This is quite good. Keeping that. Podcast past. Rivalry has been repudiated. The kibosh has been put on the kegs. Now comes the animus. And avenging. Now's the time for the merry-go-round to shut down. So he's going to go wide and he's going to attack with a big attack, making everyone big. That's basically what's happening here. Yeah, doing this, right? That's a lot of power on the board. This is what I want to be doing. That should ensure that we get by. I need to kill one. AI always puts the bigger troop first, so if you put you know, invincible and other troops, the other troops never dies. It's part of how the AI works right now. We'll be attacking with this guy. Sure. Going to trade here. We don't want him to have a whiteboard. He's gaining some amount of health right now. Could remove the dinosaurs, but at the same time we're just going to attack and remove cards from his hand so that we just win. Hey, Crocosaur. Here you are. And we can make him discard his last 2 cards. I don't think I'll keep Hero Falls are for the mono diamond matchups, so wow, this is good. This is quite good. Alright. Discard some cards. Here we go. What was that? Destroy up to 3 target constants. Oh, that's interesting. Sure. I think if I do this, there's no fight, so there's no trigger. Yeah, it's better that way. Let's just take 6. Oh, this is cool. You and you. Not even do all of them, okay. Full quiet here, 50 people, what's up? Hey. Just attacking some sieges with high platinum values, so I'm just concentrating at this point. That's fairly late. And this is the win. This is really the win. Hey, we're making some amount of platinum now. Ah, we're 1 siege away from the coins, so we're going to do that just now. That's a ton. You guys are nuts. Yes, I'm attacking a platinum siege. How many do we need? 40? I kinda would rather gamble my gold away than my platinum. Bunch of 40s. To 39 is exactly what we need, right? Let's do 39. I can tell you that I've dropped 0.4% frames so far. We're going to go for the molten coin. I just don't know what it looks like, but we'll see. Hopefully there's a cool animation with it. This is the kind of yeah, we keep that. This is the kind of this is the matchup where you want Sunlit Sentence. Maybe I just want 4 Sunlit Sentence in the deck, to be honest. Instead of Hero Falls, maybe 4 Sunlit Sentence and 2 other removal. What do you mean it doesn't work? Oh, it would have been cool if they replaced the center, for sure. This line here makes it more likely that AI attacks with this troop, and I really want to trade with this troop. This is how we lose this game, is because of this troop. Yes. Sure, let's avoid 3. I wouldn't mind training here. Ugh. We're not trading, we're waiting. Hero fall on this guy, is it worth it? Summon a bunch of seed pods. The way we're going to win this is the AI is going to make a big attack and we're going to make a bigger swing back. You don't want to trade with that, neither with that. That's a decent amount of damage, so just going to take 3 for now. Because we're going to put the AI on the defensive with this swing. Let's go with this. This. That. And we're way wider than him. If we draw a resource, we likely win. Do we go for it? We might be dead on the swing back. 5, 5, 5, 5. They're all blocked. And then he gets in 6. And he gets a million troop that to swing back. This is 2 seed pods. At this point we want him to attack first and then we swing back. But AI not going to attack right now, so let's just be patient. Oh yeah, that's great. That means we attack with... Oh, I should have created a... Yeah, that was bad. Maybe I will attack now. No, okay. Attacking with 2 of these. And next turn we swing for victory. We might be in trouble though. Okay. 7 is not quite enough. So you trade for something. You trade and create something. Can we survive by just blocking 2? We block 5. Oh, we kind of don't want to kill that one. 8, 9. Okay, so this is free. They all create seed pods when we kill them, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 10, this is 15. We need to block. If we block 1, that's 13. We need to block 2. Guess we block this and we block this. I don't want to kill anything. If I could block and not kill anything, I would win. I need to block and kill something. So let's just do this. One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8 blockers. Nothing that blocks flight troops, so we're good. Yeah, I forgot to account for the bonus damage on the dormant one with the thing. So the way the 2 cards that makes us win this matchup are the dormant one and Sunlit Sentence. Guys, I eventually figured things out. I really love these sleeves. Oh, we get a nice battle bar as well. Okay. Okay, we need to be careful about these flying troops. They're a pain in the ass. Yeah, I really don't like this matchup at all. Ooh, Sunlit Sentence is exactly what we want. And we are on the place, so... Excellent. Okay. We should be fine. Void troop attack. Just attack. I'll take that. 100%. Guidance against. So we've ensured that we have Sunlit Sentence now for this game. That, guys, that is why you don't put exhaust on an helix with the chest equipment. It doesn't make any sense because it's just a waste of a slot. When this deals damage, +1/+1, okay. Fine. going to block and kill this guy. Kinda want more troops. Flight. Okay, we might need Sunlit Sentence next turn. What? Yeah, next turn. Okay, that kind of works. This is the Sunlit turn. And I'm going to attack with one troop to see if there's any, you know, Spirit of Retribution in his hand. I really want them to come into play during our turn so that they attack into Sunlit Sentence. So, going to throw away this guy. Okay. I think it was worth it. That's sad. We have another one though. This is a fairly good Sunlit Sentence. No Angel of Glory. Perfect. And a dormant one, so we should be in business now. We should be in business. Has anyone got any of the Cosmic Coin pack sleeves? Okay, so this. And we kinda want things to die. Let's say this guy. We can attack with two, right? So you and you, and we attack with these two. Oh, playing top of the deck for free. Yeah, oh, that's nice. That's nice deck. There's just this is the I'm going to, you know, bust you out deck. Do we attack with everything? I'm just tempted to attack with everything. Some things may die. It's not too much of a concern. Or we just win. That works too. Okay, so this is a race. We want to see Rectory and lots of low cost troops. Oh, it's a nice battle board right there. We've got Zorath's Rectory. We don't have anything else. There's really not a ton of equipment for this Buri deck though. Are we on the play? I'm going to regret this. Okay, that works. You know what? We might not get buried. We did. Alright. Wow. Wow. All right. The gloves are off. Might not win this one. Like, God, that was a lot of... Sure. No problem with that. X. Guidance. It's going to be super close. This. Might just be the win right there. What happens? We are certainly going for it. Hey, we got it. That couple of Chronic Madness early on was a bit of an issue. All right. Got a coin. I guess now is a good time to... No attacks. Oh, this is sad. Alright. If by good you mean top decking the right cards at the right time, yes, I do that sometimes. Okay, so this is the build I've been running to a lot of success. So, coin. Molten coin. And battle board, we've got this one as a default as well. Okay. It's fairly straightforward. The one thing I could see switching is getting another Sunlit Sentence in there, because it's just key in so many matchups. We might just go one less hero fall. These 3 card slots are the one that I would play if you want to adjust things. They rarely are. We rarely play them. Like, it might just be better to have another 1-drop like Geist, because Geist synergize with Rebirth. So we'll see. Yes, let's test our new coin. I'm going to do one last attack, and then this is going to be it for the night. Yeah, I'm not fronting that kind of resources here. 67, yeah, that seems fair. This is even better, right? 81. Let's try that. Going to see the nice new coin animation for the first time. It doesn't work in Siege. That is a very sad thing. Ah. I'm sad. I'm super sad. Well, if it works like the battle board, you get it only half the time, so maybe it's just that you only get it if you know. What are we working with right now? Aggressive deck. Okay. Aggressive ruby based deck. This works. This is more important. Ugh. No. Oh, hit the face. Yes. No. Okay. That's a hard one to manage. Oh, yes, yes. This is good for us, but we're being set up for a stupid strong Last Guard's Vengeance. Wow, really? I did not want to do that, but... Just going to die? Just going to get destroyed. That is some super insane start. Do we have a way? I guess this plus this is better. And then we die. Oh, we definitely die. Wow. We definitely die. Okay, that's fine with me. We get to try. So if it doesn't work in Siege, does it work in PvE? No. Frustrating Arena, perhaps? I don't even know if I have a constricted deck. Do I have a constricted deck? Not even sure they are up to date. Is that up to date? It seems fine. Static Battleborn. Static Coin. Static Sleeve. Ah, that's not the sleeve we want. This one is cool. We're Wide Diamond ish. This is diamond. And then you watch me fail miserably at constricted. It's more fun if I hit constricted ladder to do the test. I have no clue what I'm doing in constricted at all. Works in a furry battleground and practice. I guess we're going to practice. It's not a question if I want to grind something in X or not. The question is, do I have the time? The answer is, was that the molten coin? You know what? Reading the chat when the coin flip happened. Let's just do this instead. Okay, molten coin. Go. Oh, that's the molten coin. Oh, there's fire. That's nice. I can appreciate that. That's cool. It's not that many sacks either. It burns. I really love the battle board. Really love the battle board. That was cool. That was cool, guys. I don't even... Do I have the chat bot open? Do I have the chat bot open? That's a good question. Hey, Crafty Dong! I'm doing great, but you catch me at the tail end of the stream, I fear. So, for those who want to attack and farm sacks, this works extremely well against everything. There are very few decks that are well suited against this deck, and not a lot of people are running them, so win percentage with this deck should be super high. If you don't have hero falls, you put, you know, better 1-drops or 2-drops, that's fine. You really want Sunlit Sentence. Dormant one helps a ton in the matchups that are harder, like the Plants deck. So these two cards are there to help with the matchups that are difficult. And this one was here for the mono diamond decks. So, you know, this could be switched to something else. You need an Elix, you really do. If you want to do Siege, either on offense or on defense, you want that card. That card is just insane. So get them. Lady Grove Warden is what makes the deck work. You know, that Cry Troop, you want some guidance. Rectories are mandatory as well, but it works super well. If you don't have Rectories, this deck can still work. If you have Dormant ones, you just run 4 Dormant ones, and instead of Rectories, you put the Prismatic Socket a 3-drop. This one, you just put the Battalion gem in, and it's fine. Like it's a fine troop in itself, but it sure is a lot worse by a fair margin if you don't have Rectories. That's for sure. Because the Llama Herders are win more, like more than half of the time, and the other half of the time, if you Llama Herders are super bad if you don't play them on turn 2, and often if you are not on the play. So they're just really win more if you don't have other ways to exhaust them without entering combat. Because the AI does favor, does block Llama herders quite well. Like AI does value the card, so if you don't have rectories, you put Llama herders in there. They're not bad cards, but with the way the deck works, I think I'd rather put good 1-drops instead of Llama herders, to be quite honest. And yeah, I mean, like, Sneak Blades would be super cool instead of Aerofall if you don't have them. And if you want to know what my siege defense is right now, if you want to try it out, I've been researching the Chrono Demon deck, trying to figure out the last slot. This ride I'm trying Repli-Popper, but I really don't think that this is the right thing to do in this particular list. The rest is super solid. This likely needs to be Morphology, even though it's not great with Anetics, but we'll see. We will see. I would close on a replay if we would see one, but I don't think there's one right now. No replays, that's sad. Alright guys, that's going to be it for me. Good talk, lots of truth bombs, and lots of discussion about the news today. So this is going to be uploaded to YouTube right now. So this should be available tomorrow morning, or within just tonight if you missed a good portion of the rant earlier. And well, it's not really a rant, but heartfelt discussion about X and all the fuzz that has been happening today. And yeah, go Wardens. If you don't know who the Wardens of Entrat are, you should. If you're playing X and you haven't joined our Discord, you're doing things wrong. It's open to public, it's no commitment. You just log in onto our Discord and we provide you with infinite value. That's it. You don't need to do anything. You don't even need to participate. And you can even be eligible for booster pack giveaways, primal pack giveaways, tons of stuff. If you want to know about siege decks, what to use to attack, what to use to defend, there's an extremely active discussion there. It has been for weeks. Lots of deck lists are shared. There's discussion about constricted, limited, all the time, news. You just want to hang out and have a discussion, we're there. And we're there to just help anyone that loves Hex. You are a player, we're going to help you. You are a content producer, we're going to make sure that you get maximum visibility on your stuff. If you need help, we're going to provide it. So anything you need, come into the Wardens Discord, ask for it, and we're going to get you hit the ground running, so to speak. So this is our Discord, and this should be working. Why isn't this working? That's super weird. It tells me stream offline. What? Stream is not offline, isn't it? That's a weird thing. Restarting the chatbot to give you guys a couple links, and then we're going to close it for the night. Yeah, okay, so the bot just doesn't work right now for some reason. Oh well, let me do it the old-fashioned way. Here's the invite. If you don't know who we are, just join the Discord. We get you hooked up with anything that you need. If you need to contact someone you don't know from the X community, you don't know why, just join in. We're there to help. We're there to provide you with the VIP support that doesn't exist in the game. That's what we do. That's why the group was created in the first place. So, you guys have a great night. Just siege everything, attack everything, be happy. Bye.